Really different.
You need a back. Coach number 2 steps in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just whenever you're versing VP secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
If you're versing VP or secret, you put in your backup coach.
Exactly.
I
Maybe
think
that's
that
it.
actually is not a bad plan.
Why not?
We all know
It
that
doesn't have
these
to be the same
players
thing.
have the individual skill. As long as you can tell them, you know, what the plan is, I'm sure they can execute it.
We might be blaming Bulba too much, too, right? Because to be fair, the EG knows how much individual skill they have. They are one of the more confident teams in Dota 2.
Not to say Poppy, of course.
And they feel like they're equal or better than everyone they're playing against. So why would they need to do something special? They should have just played better. But the problem is when you play against these teams like VP Secret that are more creative than you, that are willing to take more risks, you get yourself at a strategical disadvantage that no amount of superior 1v1 talent is going to make up for. To quote, like, literally, if you talk to any of these guys connected in the top 8 of Dota, everyone feels like the talent gap is non-existent. Everyone is just as good as everybody else. It's all about hero matchups, team play, item decisions, all the little things that we were able to ignore from TI's 1 to 4 and 5.
Yeah, end of the day, for me, EG can't go as greedy. They need to find that fast-paced hero. They need to figure out, I think even from the start of the draft is like, the way, you know, we talk about Secret, maybe they were planning that 10th pick me from the start. Figure out a hero that you want to game plan for Arteezy getting, because the heroes they're picking him is the problem. It's not Arteezy, it's the fact that they're so dead set on picking him these hard carries that Secret punish every single game.
Yep. And they like to do it too.
Yeah.
I think Secret loves to play games like this. They like to be aggressive. They like to kill you.
Yeah,
and,
that is their playstyle, but that is also something that EG knows. It's just about finding the answer, and I can only like imagine that is something that they've talked about so many times, because if we know it, they know it, they've faced it multiple times, there has to be an answer somewhere. You can't just think like, well, maybe if we did this one thing. Well, I guess you can, but how long can you continue doing that?
Apparently 4 majors in a row.
I mean, end of the day, for EG, they've got third place in 3 of them, so they're not going to be disappointed. But if you look towards TI, it's like, and even just the future of the team, it's like, how do you beat VP and Secret at some point?
I'd love to see them just, when I think EG, I just want them to give Crit like one of his heroes, like ban Prophet, first pick Rubik. You know, leave in the Sand King.
You can't.
Who cares, huh?
They ban out
I know,
Rubik.
they did, but I'm just, I feel like if I'm EG, it's get Crit on a playmaker, put Sumail on a tempo-controlling playmaker, and then have Arteezy something that can just deal building damage before 40 minutes.
Let's get the Lycan. That's the one hero I could see EG winning.
I 100% agree. Yes. And he played a great Lycan. It was just a weird, you know, he was never really participating. EG didn't try to fight, even if they could have.
So the heroes that Crit shines on is a Rubik, is a Shaker, but unfortunately for Crit, Yapsor really likes those heroes as well. I guess if you compare players, Yapsor and Crit are very similar in terms of their hero pool and even in terms of their playstyle a bit.
Yep, and I think we saw Yapsor playing the way you need to play in this series between these teams, playing at that active role, the Tusk. Crit was on a Doom. He had the highest impact and most kill involvement of anyone on his team, but he's still a Doom.
See, I don't know. They're going to try and ban AA first pick Doom again, I think, Gods. And like,
and the AA isn't the reason the Doom didn't work. They ran Doom as a support end of the day. I think they're just banning the AA because it's in their head. They don't understand the hero right now.
Well, Secret help.
And they're not going to get the Doom anyway.
Yeah. So that just demonstrates, and that's the thing about second pick, right? So Puppy comes into it. He has one opener to beat Doom. EG take it away. He's like, all right, well, I already got you. And really, has anyone consistently beat Doom at this tournament yet? Because I know Drow has been anti-picked against a couple times. People have given away the Fury and the Shaker. Doom doesn't seem to slip through very often. When he does, he seems to win. Another one.
He does win fairly often, just like Enigma. We had EG banning out that hero previously.
Yep. Banned, and now they'll get it with their first pick. Something often Crit will play, so this could be his hero.
I think Silencer is an option for Secret. They've proven that they like that as a counter pick. Puppy likes to play it. One of the best heroes, 4 or 5 position to play. Venge, another possibility.
I don't think, but the thing is, like, you think of how Secret play and won that game. They're playing fast. They're not afraid of the black hole because it's not going late game where you can see that BKB Blink Enigma. I don't think you need to rush into the science like Pengo. I like this a lot.
One of the best heroes to lane against him as well. You easily kill the Eidolons with one swashbuckle. I think at level 5.
Yeah, I'd rather just see Secret stick to what worked for them in game 1. At the end of the day, you do need a 5, so getting a 5 that can deal with Black Hole makes sense, but as far as the overall game plan, I don't think that's like an essential part of what they do.
Previous game, we had Secret in the first phase also ban out the Bat Rider. Still in the pool. Is that something that we should be wary of for EG? Because we've seen them play it on S4 most recently, I believe, successfully. So, but is that a hero that should be in the back to remind? Nyx Assassin.
I did not realize
through as well.
This hero made it through both games.
Yeah, it didn't get banned at all. Like, it just got ignored in the previous game.
Something that teams may have forgotten about. And this is nice because it is actually a hard Enigma counter. You just walk in with Carapace up, and Enigma will cancel his own Black Hole. BKB, of course, would prevent that, but the way Secret likes to play, you just combo, like the team fight they have, these two heroes walk in. There's so much stun potential. Enigma's not doing so hot when he has no real... You can't tear off your Midnight Pulse, right? And if a Nyx walks in and gets a stun off on you, you're just going to go down, especially if there's follow-up DPS. And that also denies Bat Rider, to your point, Chiefs. Yep. I like that pick a lot.
Do you think that EG forgot about that hero? Because I feel like...
I did, so it's possible.
Yeah.
I forget about a lot of things.
Forgot, no, but they just decided they had to value the Shaker, the Rubik a bit higher. Like it came up in the previous best of 3. We saw GH on the Nyx Assassin, so it's on teams' minds. It's just no longer this must first pick, first ban hero.
This is what we saw yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, the order is a bit different. EG went Enigma Lesh into Bane in that decider match against NIP last night. And this is typical. This is EG, right? They got Enigma, now they want Bane. It's their favorite 5 position with the crit Enigma. Because you need something that is less selfish to play 5. You're not going to have any items. You're going to be effectively playing with 4 cores.
Okay.
There we go. Row that boat.
Row that boat.
I don't know if that's what
Their form's a bit off.
I think that is exactly. I hope that that's what they're doing.
I think they're rowing the boat.
And they banned the Morph again. I'm already frightened, guys. This looks very similar to something we've already seen.
10 seconds remaining.
Threatened because of what? Like, what about EG's opener do you not like?
5 seconds remaining.
It's not new. It's not special, and I
Nyx Pengo, though, not new, not special.
Yeah.
It is when you compare it to what happened in Game 1.
I'll agree with you. Like, I'm a little frightened for EG, but that's just because they're versing Secret. I don't think draft-wise there's anything to be more alarmed by than before the draft started, for me at least.
If anything, I kind of like that they go for something that they know works. I'd rather have them do that compared to trying out wonky strats. Yesterday we saw OG play some curious drafts against Secret, seeing if they could beat them that way, but truth is, you just want to be able to beat them the normal way you normally play Dota. Yeah, right?
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, Nyx is just such a great pick here because we're thinking of all these Sumail heroes that we want to see him on, right? Everything from Ember to Storm to Lesh, they all hate playing against Nyx Assassin. So in one pick, I think EG, you ban OD partly because you can't pick it. You cannot pick an OD against Nyx.
Yeah, and yesterday when they did indeed play Enigma Bane, they did ban out Nyx Assassin first 3.
Yep. It's just tough. This is what happens, Puppy does this weird pocket strat, and all of a sudden you're wasting one of these 3 bans on a hero that no one else is even playing.
I think it could still be potentially a Storm game. Like, you can't just rule out every single int mid because you're playing against Nyx.
I think Nyx specifically counters the Storm, though. I agree with you, but that's one of the heroes that can't play against him. You just walk into a Remnant.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Pango's got a Swashbuckle Silence, tons of lockdown. It's too hard. And when we think about how you would beat Enigma Storm, it's exactly what Secret just did. Play faster, take towers, control the map, and EG, they're going to be waiting for a timing, but by that point, their base is going to be destroyed. It's not over. It's 2 heroes each, okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, I feel like
there it is.
Just maybe...
Ooh, very quick tie. I knew what they wanted.
Silencer has not been a top hero this tournament.
Yeah, but it's so good here, Sheaves. Into Enigma and Bane.
Yeah, so you can silence one of the 2. And then you still got a Ravage.
But the thing is that Secret, you can hold on to the silence, and EG's then forced to hold on to their ultimates. I do like the Tide. The concern is, though, it's just such a slow-paced lineup still. Team fight dependent. They don't have much pick-off potential on EG.
Yeah, I don't like the Tide with Enigma.
Yeah, we've seen it a bunch throughout history of Dota.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, that was back in the old meta where it was all about getting all the team fight.
yeah.
You don't pick 1, 2 team fight heroes, you pick 4 or 5 team fight heroes. But currently, these heroes, it's not like they've fallen off. It's you don't pick too many of them because you have to play at a certain fast-paced tempo that you can't rely on these big cooldowns. And these heroes, particularly Tide, without his ultimate, isn't really a hero once you're in the mid to late game. Like a Tide without Ravage mid to late game, you kind of ignore him. Although the new Anchor Smash, he does scale a lot better with the physical damage.
I think you might just sniper here if you're secret. You just need, oh, that's the other one. Ursa's great. Monkey King was banned out by Secret, and this is one of the only lane dominators left. It's just super important that Secret get the matchup of Ursa against Tide. Not the greatest hero against Bane, Enigma, but you have so many stuns on Secret, you have so much chase potential, and it's that accelerated pace that we're looking for, and it meshes with that.
10 seconds.
Now we get to the Sumail Arteezy picks.
This
What
is
is it going to be?
5 seconds remaining.
So we want fast heroes, heroes that.
Nog in the pool? I mean, if you have Tide Enigma, right, might as well make it a full throwback. It's a pretty good Naga game.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I believe that is one of the French commentators.
Sorry, you're not so special.
What?
They stopped cheering. What? No, I didn't mean he was. Never mind.
Rude.
I didn't mean that guy.
Okay, here's a carry for Arteezy. I would say this is less greedy. It has, you know,
What?
Sven does carry
Sven is less greedy.
compared to some of the other stuff we've seen. Then Arc Warden, yes.
I'll give
Yeah.
you that. Yeah,
I mean, where am I comparing it to? The last game, Kyle.
true.
Obviously, I would say not less greedy than like the Lycans and some of the other faster place carries, but it's a hero that can come online and fight with fewer items in a sense.
Who makes plays? Who
Sumail,
does things?
that's why there's 5 heroes in Team 04, Kyle. We're good. Says EG. I don't actually know if I believe that. They're versing secrets.
I don't know if you're like just playing devil's advocate with me or if you actually believe what you're saying. Because right now, I'm looking at 0 map movement against a secret lineup that is going to be constantly crisscrossing.
My worry comes for AG during the laning stage. I think that is when they're going to suffer. If they can get ahead in the laning stage, they're going to be fine.
They have to ban Medusa. They have to ban Medusa.
We'll see if they take your advice.
I hope.
On the bright side, there's no hero that can get the Sven on a cliff.
10
That's true.
seconds
That is true.
That's a really good point, Chiefs.
There's 4 staffs.
Yet. Yeah, there's first.
Rolling Thunder, I feel like you could knock someone on a cliff maybe. Who knows? Does that spell move you around? Not really. Knocks you up in the air.
And that guy must have been really famous. Even Pudge isn't getting a cheer. He's probably just not being entertaining. Dude, I can't turn it off. Unlike my gut response to anything is to just start flaming it. Help.
Why don't you say what is good about EG's lineup so far? What is their plan, and what do they need to do to be
They
victorious?
banned Medusa.
They banned
That was
Medusa?
step 1. You look at their draft and you think, okay, we can't ever kill this hero. We can't pressure the map against this hero, and all of our ults are ineffective.
So the
Okay.
good thing about their draft isn't their draft, it's their ban. is what
Exactly.
I'm hearing.
Yes. Yes. And what do
You still don't like their draft.
I have no idea what you pick for Sumail. I think you might even just put Tide mid and give it to Sumail
10
at this
seconds
point. I'm
remaining.
very afraid. They kind of have to, actually. Right? Well,
Well, and the thing
Yeah.
is, Secret's going to get the.
No,
they can
no.
put Ursa mid. Like, Secret can just change
That's
the
true.
matchups based on what EG pick. If you pick something that makes it obvious Tide's going mid, well, Secret put Ursa mid. They get a carry for the safe lane.
you could Ember again, but it's that same concern. You're playing against Carapace and a ton of lockdown disables.
Well, I think we all agree that EG is fighting an uphill battle against Secret here. So our goal is to try to understand what EG is trying to do to make sure that Secret doesn't have a game. And so far from what you guys have been telling me, it's not been very. Oh,
I can't help but laugh because of your reaction, Kyle. I was like, okay, my brain went to let's think about Wind Ranger, and then you just start cackling.
Yo, I'm tapping out, guys.
gods help me out here.
I mean, it's a new hero. That
We've
is a
seen it
good and a
once.
bad side. it's
an int hero that's not very bad. That's not bad against Nyx. Because you shackle him, you got a long disable. It doesn't do any damage, so you can even stun him through Carapace, and it's very good to kite the Ursa.
And it's hard to, like, there's no obvious Carapace set. Like, there is a chance he can Carapace a power shot that he sees coming from Vendetta, but it's far less likely than, like, the Remnant we talked about Storm. But, you know, it's something that can be a lane dominator. I think Sumail is probably just a bit upset after last game where he you know, died a lot. He didn't have a good time. He just wants to play something that can crush his lane.
I think you Pango mid here, or maybe Sniper, or there's very few matchups that beat Wind Ranger mid. I could maybe Alina, but okay, all right, never mind. That's a Pango mid.
And then Wraith King or Ursa, one of them is playing as a side lane for Zai.
That's really, really nice. I love Wraith King against heavy team fight because you make yourself a target. EG, they're trying to collapse. They want to hit 3, 4 heroes with these big cooldowns, and the Wraith King's going to plant himself in the way.
He loves playing against big ultimates. This is, to me, less about the Doom, but I think Wraith King counters like the Enigma Tide draft way more than it counters any kind of Doom thing because you just are not afraid of being black hole ravaged.
Yep, I really don't know what to say, Sheaves. This is your secrets 2-0.
We said that EG has to focus on being a little bit faster, perhaps. I feel like this is definitely a faster-paced draft that they've got going. Stop making that face.
It's kind of, it's greedy, but it's, if they get these big ultimates, you know, you've got Ravage, you've got a Black Hole, so I think they know Secret wants to run at them, play fast, and they're going to have big ultimates to defend themselves. They can defend their towers, they can sit the heroes there. The problem is, when they go sit themselves there, Secret can go somewhere else on the map. Secret just rotate way too fast around the map, and EG cannot keep up.
Yeah, EG is going to be moving like this.
Okay.
Secret's going to be moving like this.
Crisscrossing.
Okay? Yeah, like, it's not just that they're so much faster. They have they have Nyx running around, Wraith King moving forwards. You can't actually target the front line of Secret. No one's really squishy except for Puppy.
EG need a good start. If they get a good start, they have these cores that need items. If they get those items without falling behind, they can still win this.
They need their first 3 or 4 moves with ultimates for objectives to work. They need hero kills and building deaths. And otherwise, I think Secret will just run them over. Sumail's going to have a GOAT performance as well. He's going to need to win his lane and then be the guy around the map, making these things happen, creating the space for his heavy teamfight draft to come online, specifically Arteezy on the Sven. Needs time.
All right, Kyle.
Wrap it up, Kyle.
Sorry.
I will wrap it up for you because we are heading into the second game of this upper bracket finals, Team Secret versus Evil Geniuses. From what I've been told, it should be a very fast, snappy game from both sides. Let's find out what's going to happen with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, UBS. Game 2 of EG versus Secret. Can EG step it up after game 1 and be able to turn the series around? That is the question. The 5th pick Wind Ranger, Kyle didn't believe in it. What do you reckon, Fog? Could this be the hero for Sumail?
Let's see if he can just smash the lane. I think that's the biggest thing I'm going to look out for here.
Well, let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ourselves into game 2 of this incredible series. So the Sumail Wind Ranger. This definitely feels like, to me, Fog, a hero that EG probably sat there, got to the end of the draft. Sumail, he had a tough game last game. They said to him, what do you want to do? What do you feel that you can pop off? What feels right for you? And he wants the Wind Ranger, and he's got it. The question is, can he pop off against this lineup from Secret?
It's always great versus Ursa, just because you're able to get this, you know, your win run naturally is just going to be great versus the hero throughout a majority of the stage of the game. However, it's a hero we don't see picked very often for good reason. She's quite weak. However, if she can get a great start and she can start to snowball, then maybe she can start to take over. Secret has a very scary draft, though. This silencer pick, very strong pick up here. Usually you see it versus the Enigma, where that's where it's like, oh man, it's really hard because you can't itemize. You can never itemize to actually get your black hole off. If the silence does go off, you're going to get canceled. There's also a Bane as well, so these double channels. It makes the team fights and the catching a lot more difficult because you're very reluctant to be using either this Fiend's Grip or Black Hole in a lot of instances. So we were talking about how important the lanes are. We see the scouting immediately. Secret, they put a ward top a minute and 15 seconds ago. They want to get the Ursa versus that Tidehunter. That's the one that they were talking about on the panel. That's definitely the first thing that they want to start to do. So right away, we do see bottom. Zai is the one starting there. Secret has not revealed the fact that they have where their supports are just yet. You see both of them are hiding in the trees at the moment. And they might just make an immediate go on S4 once he shows his face. And
It
they
looks
are.
like they're going to try to. The stump from Yapso does miss as S4 with a nice little back step will be able to get away, and that will keep him alive. Smart moves from S4 will stop him from feeding first blood.
Yep. And now they're at least avoiding the Ursa being against that Tidehunter. So Zai, he'll have a bit of trouble down here versus Bane and a Sven, so he should see Arteezy get some nice free farm, which EG really does need. We're talking about how important the lanes are. Having your Sven and your Wind Ranger off to a good start, absolutely the most important thing for them.
So will we see, do you imagine, Secret to move a support down bottom, or do they keep the tri-lane pressure on S4?
I think they'll probably move. I think we'll probably see them just rotating, either maybe go to the jungle to try to find the Enigma and slow him down. Right now they're doing like a side pull. We'll likely see them switch in a couple moments here. Depending on which lane, not too sure just yet.
Well, top, a bit of an attempt onto S4. He is stuck here in the trees. Will be able to cut his way through. Now he's got that second level. The anchor smash, hard for Secret really to have the damage early on unless S4 gets caught out already low on HP. That 3-man pressure onto S4. It is going to mean space will be there for the Enigma to pick up some action in the jungle.
Yep. And Zai, like we said, he's not gonna have much fun at all down bottom. Level 1, just running around getting runes and just looking for the Enigma bit here, maybe to just snipe an Eidolon, snipe some experience from like a camp that does end up dying. But Crit is doing the top side of the jungle as top. They're actually looking to make this aggressive move. They really want to kill S4 before they break this tri-lane. The stun again off the mark.
Yapso. I mean, is this necessarily Yapso missing them, or is this just S4 with smart movements?
Smart movements, for sure. I mean, the first one, he the stutter step back and forth, was able to dodge it. How are you asking me that? How's he missing?
I was like, who are you going to flame? Are you going to flame or are you going to praise?
Nah, I mean, those are nice little side steps, and they definitely made him survive. He's now level 3, so you've got the 2 points in the Kraken Shell, which makes your survivability just so much easier. Now we're seeing Yapsar, he's got the boots, so he's running around looking for crit, trying to sap some of that experience, kill some Eidolons off, break some clarities in particular. Just make his life pretty miserable, and he's also going to block the hard camp as well, so.
Nice for a little, too low to hang around now. The damage really adding up. The mid lane matchup, 13 for 4, 12 for 4. Incredibly close between mid one and Samael.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep tabs on there, even though there's aggression happening on all the sides, as Zai will be the first blood.
That's the setup they required. Arteezy, the one to draw it as well. Gold for the Sven, as Arteezy already having an incredibly easy lane down bottom. 19 and 12, first blood. It's a dream start for him.
The mid pango is always something that is going to be like a mid one specialty, of course, but we've seen it, people like starting to like it more just because you have such good rune control. You're always able to just swashbuckle to get those so you can have mana to harass. As S4,
This time they should have him. I don't think Yapso, he may not even need to use the stun here as S4 just chased down with the creeps pushing it underneath the tower. Secret will finally get that kill that they've been after for the first 4 minutes of this game.
So I've been trying to look at this mid matchup. You see Sumail, he moves for the runes before they actually do spawn. This time he gets pretty lucky, of course, with his spawns as he's moving toward top already, but gets himself a haste rune. Mid one will not be having his bottle filled up here. So the harassment from Sumail will definitely build up here. Mid one might have to bring himself some angles, clarities.
Ooh, and down again on the bottom lane. They kill off Zai. Same time, Secret make the move up top on towards S4. Body blocks will be required, but S4's able to walk his way around. See if they can dive in any further, but the Kraken Shell removing the curse means that S4 will survive. But this bottom lane, it's going so darn well for EG.
Full free farm for Arteezy. Not being slowed down whatsoever. And the Wraith King is not getting full free farm up top. It's not the same as this because they have a full tri-lane. They're trying to go for these kills constantly. Nisha is suffering a bit more in those last hits. Arteezy having a great start here for their team.
Yeah, not missing anything from that bottom lane. Getting these kills, getting the pulls, making most out of the neutrals and the lane creeps.
We've got bounty runes showing up. Looks like mid one might want to claim hit one for himself since he didn't get that 4-minute rune. So it'll be 2 for 2 bounties. We see Yapsor, he constantly just runs into the jungle. Slow crit down. You know what these Enigmas do. They're going to rush a Dominator. Probably usually around, if you get uncontested as an Enigma, you usually get around that like 5 to 6 minute mark. Since he's been getting chased around a little bit, crit is slowed down here. So that first catapult wave will not have the Dominator finish.
And mid one going from that bounty rune to joining the forces to try for S4 once again. Swashbuckle's
off the
actually
mark.
going to miss. Yapso does land the stun, and with the Wraith Fire Blast, they'll have a good shot at this, and they should get this. He's got the stick charges, actually. S4 still alive. Finally, surely they'll find him, and they do. Mid one will get the kill. There's so much focus from Secret being put onto this top lane, but it's leaving the mid lane and the bottom lane in very good places for EG. Samael 32 and 11. He's getting very far ahead with the farm because of those movements away from middle by mid one. And of course, bottom, the story continues for Arteezy. The CS, it just doesn't stop.
Sumail can set up for solo kills too. He's got the javelin delivered. He's level 6 too. Mid one is getting focus fired immediately. Has to back away.
Sumail's going to try and dive for this. There is backup for mid one as mid one jumps down to the low ground with the shield crash. Yapzor as well blocking it off with the spike carapace in case a power shot came through, but Sumail holds on to it. Will try and run away. Yapzor clips him with the stuns. Mid one in with the swashbuckle. Do they have the damage? They don't. In fact, the focus fire is still going. Sumail, he's just going to run back in. Mid one will fall. Sumail gets the kill. As mid one kind of plays himself there, trying to go back in, but underestimating the duration that Sumail has that buff upon him. As Sumail will finally fall against the three of them, but Sumail will take that, being able to get that kill underneath three of the noses of Secret.
Just like a calculated play there coming in from Sumail. Knows that with that win run, can't get hit. They'd already used their disables. He can go up and focus fire and finish off the last few hits. That javelin delivered as he was making that play. He was very confident with it. And 2K gold lead, that was the 3 versus 1 that he was able to make, force all those reactions. It does set Yapzor off to have a good start now, though. That big gold injection that he does get for the kill does have 1,000 gold to his name, but EG has to be very happy about that.
Absolutely. I think we're seeing already why they let him get this win range as the last pick, EG. They knew to trust Sumail in whatever he wanted to play, and so far it's looking pretty hot. Bottom lane, another attempt onto Zai. They've got the sleep set up. Fly continue to lay down the damage as Zai. Has he got any backup or help coming in? He has not, as EG will run him down. Another kill on this bottom lane for Arteezy. 52 CS at 7.5 minutes in it. And all these kills rolling in from as well. 3-0-1. One of, if not the best Sven start we've seen this entire major.
This is you couldn't have asked for better right now for EG. Sure, they've died a couple, 3 times or something, but S4 is level 6 already up top as this Tidehunter. They aggro tri-lane to try to slow him down. Crit now has the Dominator finished up as S4 is going to walk over and pass that, the pooled Ring of Regen that we see every time Enigma's played. Dominator finished up. This is the actual perfect start. Bottom tower's even claimed so early on. Arteezy level 6 too, off to a fantastic start. Pretty much Echo Saber finished.
I mean, this is the EG that we expect to see, especially after they get knocked down in the game 1 of a best of 3. This game 2 performance coming in, full power. 3K lead at 8 minutes in. Everybody finding the farm, finding the start. Zai's the one across the map that's slipping behind. A very slow beginning for the Ursa top. They'll try and look to roll in onto Crit with the Malefice, the Ravage. They'll slow down the attempts here on mid one. He's trying to get this Rolling Thunder off. Can they get the right clicks in to kill him off? They cannot, as he will be able to keep his distance. He's going to try and come back, and he wants to go for Crit. Does know that if he comes close enough, S4 will be sure to finish him off with an Anchor Smash. So mid one has to stay away and TP out. He cannot go back in for Crit.
That's a rotation from mid one. He's level 6 only on the Pangolier. He's trying to make space to give Yapzor that mid lane. You see Yapzor's sapping is as an Nyx Assassin, but he doesn't get the kill. Now another swashbuckle off the mark.
It does, it misses. It's Crit's fine. They'll turn. Shackle shot Sumail. Power shot as well. He shoots down mid one. They can try for more. Sumail runs down Puppey with the focus fire, as Puppey has no escape surely from this one. He cannot get away. Another kill for Sumail. Back towards mid. Nisha being chased by Fly. Yapzor is there to help him out. Fly will try and turn, but the stun setup from Yapzor comes out. He will be able to pop the Reincarnate. Sumail's coming across. Shackle keeping Fly safe, holding Yapzor and Nisha back. Fly, will he be able to keep the distance he can? They cannot chase him down. Fly gets out of there. As EG, of course, whilst this is all going on, that bottom lane, Sven, Arteezy continuing to farm away, way ahead of anybody else in the game. As that Echo Saber is done and dusted on top of the treads before the 10-minute mark.
And another 600 gold to boot. Literally everything going in EG's favor right now. As they also proc the Wraith King ulti too. So that's 3 minutes that Nisha has to be playing pretty careful. As you can see the aggression that EG can do when they have this early Javelin on Sumail and this early Echo Saber. These two are very powerful fighters here.
Every coin helps.
Secret have to be very careful, yeah, if they try and go for any of these cores. As EG, with the lead that they have, they'll turn and they'll fight back incredibly hard. This draft, this lineup, working so well and able to utilize this early advantage that they have. These early few items, making these heroes incredibly potent.
And you're feeling like Secret could have a bit of damage issues in the next few moments, especially versus such a farmed Sven. Even though he only has the 1 point in the Warcry, he's got 1600 HP and he's got his another Ogre Club coming out, or Ogre Axe coming soon. Definitely going to be hard for them to stick and bring down the target. And Zai, 0-4-0 in this game because of that bottom lane, this Ursa. One of those heroes that you want to have a good start because you can just get that ball roll, you snowball really hard, you set up your Roshans for your team. This one, Zai's just getting his phase boots out.
See towards mid. Looking to maybe set something up here, Crit.
10-minute mark. They've got more catapults coming into. The Dominator takes another one, and they're going for the siege and the wraparound. All 5 heroes.
Yeah, Secret have to be careful how close they get to EG.
Sven, level 9 with almost 2,000 HP. That's so scary right now for Secret to try to fight into.
I mean, we saw, you know, Secret, it was very clear that with their lanes, they did want to just prioritize keeping the pressure up top. They let that bottom lane sort of fall to pieces, leaving Zai on his own.
Yep.
Was that play? That is the question. As so far, it really seems that EG, given that space down on the bottom half of the map, they're making so much happen with it.
Yeah, and I mean, even the Tidehunter, who was aggro tri-lane, like we were mentioning from S4, sure, 0 and 2, but level 8.
Got strength, popped by Arteezy. We'll be a little careful though, as Yapso TP's in. Has to be careful going in with any sort of cleave against the Spike Carapace.
They do not have the damage to kill Arteezy. They need to isolate him with like 4 heroes in order to bring down that Sven right now. But EG all in the area here. They're getting some deep vision down too, and they're playing around where they have just control of the map. They have both of the tier 1s down like at this 12-minute mark. It's very rare you see the mid and that safe lane tower taken out so early. Now Zai getting collapsed on. Got some trees with that quelling. We'll be able to survive for a bit longer and buy themselves time of farm. Now we do have, I believe, Nisha is about 20 seconds from having his reincarnate back up. And Nisha's still farming just fine. Sure, he's like 1,600 behind Arteezy, but he's getting close to that relic.
But he really is sort of the only core on Secret that is farming fine.
Yes.
All the others falling behind. As EG getting such a lead on both Samael and Arteezy. These 2 cores are able to do so much. As Secret forced into a position where they have to play safe. They cannot afford to be caught out by the killing potential of Samael and Arteezy's Wind Ranger and Sven.
They have to try to fight like as 4, but they don't really want to fight into all of EG right now because they're on the back foot, but they want to fight around 4, let Nisha finish up this Radiance, and let him kind of be left alone so he can use his skeletons to push towers right now. Because if you look at their draft overall in Secret, they can take Roche with Ursa and Wraith King really easily, but taking buildings can be a lot more difficult. They don't have natural pushers like your Shadow Shaman this time around or anything like that. It's got to just be the Wraith King with those skeletons.
Up top, an attempt looking to be made onto S4.
They have the break from the Vendetta, so we'll be able to prevent that Kraken Shell for a few moments.
Yeah, if they can kill him quick enough amongst it. There we go. The stun's out, as well as the skeletons there we have with the swashbuckle and shield crash. They'll get him.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that Nyx has been just... Of course, Carapace is one of those amazing abilities, but just having that extra break potential just built in naturally into Vendetta allows you to just do great for heroes like Tidehunter. No Kraken Shell for you.
Samael, full Maelstrom now done.
Looks like about the same time. I think Midwin's about to have his done too.
Secret, they're going to be quick to make a play after getting that kill onto S4. They smoke up.
Yeah, this is
going into the Roche pit here with the 2 of them. Zai and Nisha, they can do this very safely.
This is what the panel was talking about that like fast-paced draft. Sure, they're on the back foot because of the way the laning setups happen, but the nature of their heroes, I mean, I've said a lot, but their heroes just do this. They go to that Roche pit with Wraith King Ursa.
Are they going to be able to do it quick enough? It's down to half HP. A Hellbear Smasher being sent in. They're aware of this. Can they get in time? Zai trying to finish with the Roche. Arteezy charging in. The Global is there to stop a stun. With the bash is holding Zai down. Arteezy will be stunned by Nisha outside of it as Secret will get the Roche. They will pick the Aegis up on Zai. Zai will fall the once. Can they kill him a second time? Mid-bomb rolling in with the Rolling Thunder onto the 2 of them. Has to swashbuckle out. They'll have to leave Zai behind. As EG unable to get there in time to take the Roche or the Aegis, but they do make sure that the Aegis is removed immediately from Zai.
Yeah, and EG still has all their ultis up. That was Secret using a global to try to protect that Roche fly, going in a bit deep here, but the rest of the team is there to back him up.
But as you say, you know, Fly, he can do this because Secret know that without those big ultimates, even though it sort of seems like just a Bane presenting himself on the front, they cannot afford to try and turn and go on him.
Yeah.
As any time that
Nisha.
The globals aren't there, they've got to be careful. And Nisha indeed. He has got reincarnate. They'll kill him the once. Backups in as well. Zai and Yapso, 2-man stun comes out. They'll surely kill off Fly. Can they get more? 3-man ravage there from S4. Black hole for crit. They make it look so easy. A Secret just walk into the Ravage Black Hole, Samael triple kill combo. As there's got to be smiles at the moment on EG's faces, as that was the easiest team fight they've ever had.
It just walked right into them.
They just walked right into them.
They didn't have to really do anything big there. It just was a simple Ravage into
press
Black
your
Hole.
spells.
Yeah, we're going to see it again. It was beautiful.
Just press R, lol. And they did. Here we go, Zai. Yapso coming in. I mean, they're never going to kill S4 quick enough. He's always going to be able to press that R key unless something's wrong with his keyboard. Crit wanting to join in the fun as well, and Sumail picking up the glory.
But this is where now Secret, you think about it, right? You're like, okay, Ravage, Black Hole used. Let's try to make some aggressive plays because they're not really around too much of those timings, but they still want to build time for Nisha. So he's going to be the one farming, but I think we're going to see mid one in particular go look for someone to fight for and just get themselves some more space on the map. But already, I just see Arteezy picking up a full BKB. This is a level 13 Sven. Max Warcry as well, so that damage mitigation is going to be in for his team to try to protect him. And EG, they don't care. They don't need their ultimate sprints right now. They're ready to fight.
I don't think you can't kill Arteezy.
You
This
definitely
start,
can.
this lead that he's had, this item, he's an item ahead of everybody. He is pretty much invincible as top lane. They'll look towards Yapzor. Yapzor's gone. Another kill for EG is now with his 5K lead, 12-5 at 16 minutes in. They are certainly giving us a big turnaround after that game one. Secret just knocking EG about. This time, EG showing they can do exactly the same back the other way.
And they could win this game in just a few next moment's time, right? We look, sure, Nisha's getting close to that Radiance, but Arteezy, because he itemized for this BKB, they're going for Mech as well, and Enigma. They could just snowball down and take over this game and end it. Go for that high ground push. Secret, they don't really have great ways to deep push on their lineup either. They have an Arcane Curse and their Pango's Swashbuckle, but besides that, it is tough for them to actually clear the waves once EG's already set up. And we see this. Another tower getting brought down.
And nothing Secret can do really to slow it down. Tier 2's down at 70 minutes in. Puppey getting blocked off by the Eidolons. Artur walks in, stun. Puppey's gone. A Secret, they need something big to swing this one around.
Well, look at this. They're just walked 5-man from tower to tower. Sure, we don't have Black Hole and Ravage, but we're still very strong as a 5-man unit.
They don't need them.
It's going to be back up right after this. Ravage is now ready. Black Hole about 50 more seconds, and there's no way. Like, Secret just can't take fights. Nisha does not have Radiance still. Reincarnate still on cooldown, and this is definitely looking extremely problematic here for Secret as another item comes out for EG. Just fluid control from lane to lane to lane. You see them now directly, went from top to mid, go clear out bottom, flush them out of their jungle, look for that final tier 2 on the outside.
Just textbook progression from EG after every single objective. They're playing so tightly. They're not letting any sort of cracks appear, nothing that Secret can really abuse to get back into the game, because EG are playing with unstoppable force here in game 2.
Yeah, and they're all picking up these early game items, these semi-cheap items, so that they can just look to battle and look to just close out this game in the next few moments. They don't want Secret to just sit back and farm. Even though they probably can. It's just Arteezy, he committed for BKB. He's got the blink too. They can be very aggressive. They don't have to worry about taking any fights on EG. Sumail's also going for a very early BKB as well on the Wind Ranger. He's gone for an extra Javelin after that Maelstrom just to increase his damage with the Focus Fire, but after that, it looks like it is just going to be the safe route and just looking to close out those games with those early 10-second BKBs.
Definitely the way to do so. With the amount of stuns and silences out from Secret, now he can sort of commit with the Focus Fire Maelstrom and not worry about like a stray Spike Carapace holding him down. He can just lock down on a target, and whoever he finds will die.
They've got the Radiance finished up. Secret, they're trying to look for some type of play here versus EG. 3 heroes smoked up as Ice continues to push out that top lane, but there's still, you can feel the weakness right now for Secret. If EG's grouped up, that fight's going to be pretty much impossible for them as EG immediately does do that.
Secret, and they just need to make sure that they don't walk into the Tide and the Enigma like they did before. That would be a good start in trying to turn this one around.
It's going to be hard not to, though, as the wraparound comes.
He does. He just walks in. S4's going to find Puppey. There's no global available as the Silencer is dead. Into the midst of it all. Ravage out onto the 4 of them. That's Nyx Assassin dead as well. Midwood's rolling around. We'll be able to cut down Crit, but there's 4 dead on Secret. They'll kill off Nisha once. They'll kill him off twice as he evaporates to the damage output of EG's lineup. 10K lead, 20 minutes in, tier 2 on the bottom lane taken down.
This could be the GG push we were talking about. They still have the BKB on Arteezy. Sure, he used God's Strength.
He's ready to go.
They
High
are
ground.
definitely ready.
No need to stop.
They killed Crit pretty early in the fight, but he's okay with that. They got the perfect setup with that wraparound, and Arteezy just proving to be an absolute beast in this game on the Sven. And Zai
tried to jump in, but the shackle's there for Sumail. He's shut down. Can they kill him in time? Zai will be able to turn. They'll go to Arteezy, but the BKB's off. He's walks out. They've got the silence out, on to Fly, looking towards his Bane, but S4 tries to go for an anchor smash, holds it back. Spike Carapace will still proc, S4's dead. The rest of EG still on the retreat, mid one. Trying his best to chase, has a swashbuckle back up in a couple of seconds. Could at least try and find Fly. If he hits it, there he has it. Maelstrom, lucky shot procs are there, and Fly will... Oh, Will he die?
Oh, he's gonna get the rune.
There's a shield crash, but as you say, he did his job, picks up a bounty rune on the way out. Fly doesn't mind. He'll take that.
Some breathing room, though, for Secret for sure there. But the buyback from Zai catching EG looked a little bit off guard as they were going toward that high ground. They actually just have to BKB on the Sven and get out of the fight immediately. And now they actually starting to get pick up some items.
Yapsor. To spike Carapace the power shot. They get the curse onto Sumail. He's very close to the shrine and they don't want to dive any further. BKB also now on its way out to Sumail's Wind Ranger. The Secret will push back, try for the tier 1 in the mid, up on the high ground. Starts easy, it's leading forward, trying to chase down mid 1 and Yapsor. Stun does hold the 2 of them back. But they'll get away. Secret will now retreat as EG do regroup around the middle lane.
Still a very strong powerhouse of EG, as we saw how fast they took out Nisha, in particular in that last one. You see Nisha, right after the fight, buys a chainmail, just anything to give him a little bit more armor to deal with that straight physical damage that's coming out from Arteezy. But this is still such a weak Wraith King in this game right now versus how much EG has. And I mean, EG is not letting up. Like we said, they went for these early BKBs, so they just want to group up and go. Look to solidify that last map control. Look, take out a tier 3, maybe take out those shrines and then back up and look for a Rosh. If EG is able to get a Rosh versus the side of Secret, Secret's draft is the one that wants to play with Roshan, right? They're the ones with an they're the ones versus this heavy team fight of EG, but EG now, just with so much map control, they should be able to control the map until that does respawn.
As I just trying to find any space he can to catch up and farm. Bottom 4 net worth on his Ursa. It's been a very rough start for Zai as his lane was well and truly stacked, and you're seeing the repercussions of it. Top lane, Fiend Script setups there. Arteezy jumps in, and mid 1 out of the game. The highest farm at the moment for Secret's lineup. Bottom lane crit goes for the black hole. Zai did get the auto, so a lot of that damage reduction is there. Extra TP's coming in to make sure that they can kill the Ursa off. Zai has blinked back up though. Crit's unable to cancel it, and Zai will be able to escape. So at least there, black hole down for nothing.
Clicking on people with TPs right now. He probably was calling for a TP for somebody other than the Tidehunter, because I clicked on Sumail, his was actually on cooldown, and Arteezy had already used his top, so he was probably calling for a TP, but they just didn't have it available, and Zai with a clutch little quick blink out. So now they don't have to worry about a black hole, at least.
Still a whole lot more that they have to worry for, though.
Absolutely.
With this huge lead that EG still have. Secret, they'll go for the smoke up, trying to fight. With that, they know that the Enigma doesn't have that ult potential. Global Silence being used here. Zai will be saved. At the same time, Secret are trying to make a jump towards S4. S4 juking them for now, though. Get the curse slow, but still, this Tide should be able to walk off. So, as much as the Black Hole was used for nothing, in turn, the Global, it does save Zai, but it doesn't allow Secret to make any sort of plays.
Yeah, for sure. And there's no way they can really set up for the Tidehunter kill unless it's the Nyx Assassin who gets that initial hate to go for that break. So as soon as anybody else reveals, you know that S4 is safe. EG just, you can see there the way that they're controlling the map. Just keep the mid lane pushed in, keep that top lane pushed in. One, it probably will naturally push out for Secret because one of their heroes will not be able to make their way out there. But EG just keeping control of the game, keeping control of that map. Level 18 on Arteezy, God Strength available. They're smoked up.
Crit's got the Greaves done on his Enigma too, so if the Global comes early, we'll be able to play out against it. Nisha down bottom. They found him. Very much isolated. Only Puppey in the neighborhood, and there's only so much that a Silencer can do to help him out. As Nisha killed off the once, they're going to have to leave him to die a second time as Secret show no interest in being able to come over and help him out as Nisha will be run down. He's trying his best to juke away from this, but they've got vision upon him. The stun's out from Arteezy to smash down the Wraith King as Nisha falls. Top lane, Secret looking for Sumail. Rolling Thunder into the trees. They do get the bounce off into the stun from Yapsor. As Sumail, he'll get found out alone. A nice kill for mid 1.
Looks like Sumail went for a aggressive play there because his BKB is still on cooldown, so must have gone for some type of aggressive play to look for somebody else there. That's some breathing room for Secret, even though Nisha's dead.
EG, they're still trying to poke around at this a bit. S4 is playing around with them as Fly's been picked off. Maybe they can collapse back into the river for S4. There's still just the 3 members of EG. S4 is still charging at Secret's lineup. He's looking towards Yapsor.
They're starting to get, I mean, the gold accumulation for Secret's starting to get
swinging
there.
it back round.
It was 10K for EG. Now it's all the way down to that 5K gold mark as they claim all 4 bounty runes there. Getting themselves that big kill on that Wind Ranger really paying off, and they're still sticking around toward top for S4, it looks like. They have the Nyx Assassin invisible with that Vendetta.
Arteezy gonna try for Puppey. So run him down, Gush to slow him off. Yapzor can offer a stun. S4 slides in with the Yules from Yapzor as well, holding back the tide. Doesn't matter, Arteezy into the trees. Will hunt down the silencer, claim the kill, and put him pretty much to the gold required for the full AC. 100 gold to go. This creep wave will do it. So Assault Karas ready and out at 25 minutes in. Arteezy's game continuing to be golden.
Yeah. They still don't want to be giving up any of those type of free kills, especially from Sumail. This is a hero, it's Wind Ranger. We don't see this hero too much for a reason, like I was mentioning. You can fall off very hard, especially because of like the itemization too. He went for the early BKB too to try to protect himself. Has to be careful on this Wind Ranger. He's versus natural counter. He's versus that Nyx assassin, who always can be a bit difficult to play versus. That's why he went for that BKB. But now you see Secret, they're starting to accumulate a little bit of room for themselves here, even though EG now, with that Aegis, with that cheese, should have a good window for themselves.
Yeah, for sure. This has got to be the time to go up to the high ground.
Yeah, find a catch.
They are ready to push in, all ults at the ready. Secret, of course, there themselves as well. They do have responses, global silence available. But this Sven just so huge that Arteezy can present himself up on the high ground. The split push does come out for Secret as they will try and force some sort of a reaction. Nisha onto the tier 2 down bottom with the skeleton army. We'll see how the reaction comes out from EG. And the reaction is just to be and try and push even harder than Secret are able to down bottom. And with the AC, they can certainly do that. Yeah. Fortification comes out. Arteezy just pushes on. The tier 3 tower gets absolutely destroyed by the physical damage of this Sven. They're onto the barracks as well. The global silence coming out early. They're going to try and look to jump towards S4. Kraken Shell will remove the silence. Mid one's in with the Rolling Thunder. Onto Arteezy. They're trying to take this fight. Secret, they will get onto the Sven. Silence is there as well. The hold from Fly, holding the Pango down. They can turn towards mid one. Follower stuns are there. Mid one's in trouble. Mid one's dead without buyback as EG kill the Pango, take the top set of racks.
They couldn't get to the backlines. In the meantime, though, the skeletons are taking down that bottom tower at the same time.
Zai, he's tried to jump in for this, but the focus fire's out him, and Zai's running away. Gush is there from S4. Zai's dead as well. Dead for 70. No buyback available on this Ursa. EG, Arteezy diving in. Puppey caught out by the stun. Spike Carapace will stop Puppey from going down as they hold Arteezy back by the towers. But EG, they can just look back towards mid. There's still this window where there's only 3 up on Secret. Yapzor burning the mana of Artur. Shackle shot clips onto the Wraith King. They'll move back in onto Nisha. S4 on top with the Gush, the anchor smash. Nisha dead once. Can they do it a second time? Puppey and Yapzor trying to keep the space there for Nisha to stay fine. And they will do so. EG back off, very low on the mana. These constant mana burns from Yapzor adding up on these strength-based cores, but they're pushing in.
Nisha knows how squishy he is. He's only got 9 armor. Throw that AC on. He's down so little. Medallion plus a Gush too.
The Ravage walk in onto the 2 of them. They do get the Shackle on as well. Sumail focusing here with the fight. There's no Reincarnate available for Nisha for 90 seconds. Sumail gets the kill. Takes out the Wraith King. Nisha does have buyback. Curse is there onto Fly. Mid one still has the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't need it as Fly will get taken down. Buyback comes out from Fly. But Arteezy back in. BKB. Black Hole out as well. 2 more dead on Secret. EG now to take the mid set of racks. It's a 13k lead. 2 racks advantage for EG. Can they do anything with a buyback? Secret, they'll jump forward onto Artur. The ult's out from Zai. Arteezy pretty low, but not low enough. Nisha plus the blade bell, but dies immediately. The damage too much. GG is called. EG take game 2 and draw this series to a game 3. We said it, folks, after game 1. You can expect EG to come back with so much fire.